Hey there, yogis. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and get started at the back of our mat today in our child's pose. A beautiful way to begin to open up our hips and our lower back. Draw the knees open as wide as the mat and work the toes into touch as you reach the fingertips forward. Feeling that opposing force, fingertips reaching forward as you sink your hips back towards the heels. If it feels good, let the forehead rest down onto the mat. Find a nice deep breath in, and with the lengthening through the arms and the lower back on an exhale side body stretch, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. If you'd like to go deeper, you can weave your right hand behind your back in towards the left pocket. Just breathe. On your inhale, gently begin to release any bind that you might have. And on your exhaling breath, with that same length, walk the hands over to the left side of the mat. Stay or maybe bind your left hand behind your back. Eyes can be closed here. Just let yourself feel the goodness of slowing down. Inhale, slowly walk the fingertips back to center. We'll begin to activate the pose. TP the palms, float the wrists up off the mat. Elbows begin to lift, inner spiral them towards the center of the body. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Pushing the hips back towards the heels as you push the fingertips into the ground. And then on your next inhale, rise up into tabletop. Knees under hips, wrists under the shoulders. Move effortlessly into your cat-cows. Cow pose, tuck the toes, drop the belly, open the throat, look up. Cat, untuck the toes, push the ground away and round. Shifting back and forth. Thinking about over-exaggerating the movements, letting yourself feel the spine open, the shoulders begin to work. On your next inhaling breath, reach the right fingertips all the way up to the sky. Then on your exhale, thread your needle, coming down onto your right shoulder as opposed to the right tricep. And then maybe working on rotating so you can come onto the back of your head or work in that direction. You can weave your left hand behind your back in towards the right pocket. If you have any other variations as you see here with the leg lifting, go ahead and play. On an exhale, lower the leg down if it's lifted. Unravel, reach the right fingertips all the way up to the sky. And then right fingertips reach forward, palm faces in towards the center of the body, left leg kicks up and back. Round and curl, knee to nose. Lengthen it out. Round and curl, knee to nose. Take it all the way back out. Right hand comes down, right toes to the right. Plant the left foot down in line with the right knee, and on an inhale, reach the left fingertips up and over, streamline, knee down, side plank. Inhale, windmill up, gate pose. Left hand slides down the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Deep breath. Exhale, windmill back into a three-legged tabletop. Left leg stays lifted. Round and curl, left knee to nose. Kick it back. Left knee to nose, come onto the fingertips, step the left foot up, left side low lunge. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, and on an exhale, straighten the front leg, coming into your pyramid pose. Exhale, bend into the front knee, step the back foot back, lunge. Do this for 3 rounds. Nice and slow, come back into your lunge. Right hand stays down, left arm lifts, lunge twist. If you'd like to go deeper, as you see pictured here, find your IT band stretch, rolling onto the outer edges of the feet, both toes face towards the left side of the mat. Reach the left fingertips back. Deep breath in. Exhale, unravel. Come back to your lunge. Right foot lifts, right foot steps up to meet your left at the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, side body stretch. Prayer hands meet. Work yourself over to the left as you fan the right ribs open, maybe even exalting. Left hand can slide down the left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch sides, drawing the ribs in towards the back body, keeping the hips stacked over the ankles. Maybe right hand slides down the right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Hands onto the mat or shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms down. Step back, high plank. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Once you're there, untuck the toes, open the feet up mat distance. Draw the fingertips out wide, wider than the mat until they're in line with the shoulders as well. TP the fingers. And And then nice and slow, lift the chest up. Bend at the elbows. Deep breath in. On an exhale, dip the left shoulder down, look to the right. Find center, dip the right shoulder, look to the left. Continue to alternate. Slowly work yourself back to center. Hands under the shoulders, push back, child's pose. Reset the spine. Inhale to tabletop. Knees under hips, wrists under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, float the knees up off the mat so the hips are still in line with the shoulders. You're lifting through the shoulder joints. And then gently take the knees up and down just a few times, firing up the core. On an exhale, knees stay bent, turbo dog, chest works towards the thighs. Shift forward on an inhale, rounded plank, tuck your chin into your chest. Exhale, push back, turbo dog. One more time. Down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, tricep push-up. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Deep breath. Gently float the knees down onto the mat one at a time. Come into your tabletop and begin to find your wrist stretch. Rotate the fingertips to face back towards the knees or to the outer edges of the mat and start to find some nice circles. If you have any other variations here, yogis, don't let me stop you. And on your inhale, come back to center, shake out the wrists one at a time. Inhaling breath, reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. Open the fingertips up as wide as you can. Shine the heart, deep breath. Thread your needle, come down onto the left shoulder. Maybe that right hand can go behind your back in towards the left pocket. And as you see here, if you have deeper variations where you play around with lifting the leg, go ahead and play. Keep breathing. Exhale, gently unravel. Lower the leg, right hand comes down. Inhale, reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. And then left fingertips reach forward, right leg kicks up and back. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one. Take it out. Round and curl. Inhale, lengthen back out, setting up for knee down side plank. Left hand underneath the left shoulder, left toes to the left, right foot plants down in line with the left knee. Streamline right fingertips reaching overhead. Deep breath. Windmill up, gate pose, one breath here. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. On your exhale, round and curl, gently work the right knee to nose, kick it back. Round and curl, right knee to nose, rise onto your fingertips, step the right foot all the way up. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, pyramid pose. Straightening the front leg or working in that direction, nice long neck. And on your exhale, work back into your high lunge. Hands stay down onto the mat. Continue to shift back and forth for 3 rounds. On an exhaling breath, stay in your lunge. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up to the sky, maybe that IT band stretch. This time rolling onto the outer edges of the feet. Toes point towards the right side of the mat. Exhale, windmill it back to center. Left foot floats towards the sky. Step it all the way up, toes to touch at the top of the mat. Hands on the mat or shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend at the knees, shift the hips back. Weight goes into your heels. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, sit low. Push your knees, ankles, and thighs together. Chair twist. As you sit low, latch that left elbow outside of the right knee. To go a little bit deeper, balance challenge, flamingo pose. Begin to lift the left foot off the ground as you shift the weight into the right foot. Left heel works towards the glute as you continue to twist in chair pose, pushing the prayer hands against each other, working them in line with the sternum. The left foot down, hands to heart. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, find center. Exhale, hands to heart. Lower down, chair pose, other side as we twist. As you begin to bend the knees, shift the weight into the heels. Right elbow latches outside of the left leg. Flamingo pose, other side. Right heel works towards the glutes. Lower it down. Hands to heart, this time stay low. Shift the weight into your toes, float the heels. Reach the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers, shoulder stretch. You can always grab onto the elbows here or grab a towel if that's a little too much. Float the heels down slowly, keeping the core engaged. Forward fold, shoulder stretch. Gently release, plant the palms down onto the mat. On your next exhaling breath, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, lift up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, come forward once again into your high plank. Exhale as slow as you can go, yogis. Come all the way down onto your belly, setting up for your deep shoulder opener. Reach your left fingertips over to the left, keeping your left wrist in line with your left shoulder. Right hand goes underneath your right shoulder and begin to roll onto the left shoulder. Left palm stays facing down onto the earth. Legs can stack, or as you see pictured here, you can bend your right knee. Right toes can go behind your left leg. Right hand can weave behind your back, or any deeper variations are more than welcome here if you practice them. Close your eyes, relax the side of your head down, and breathe. On your exhale, come all the way down onto your belly and switch sides. Right fingertips reach over to the right wrist in line with the right shoulder. Left hand goes underneath the left shoulder and roll on to the right shoulder. Right palm faces down. If you'd like that leg variation, this time left leg bends, left foot plants behind the right leg. Left hand can go behind the back. Just breathe. Take your time. Deep breath in. On your exhale, nice and slow, come all the way down onto your belly. Wrists go in line with your hips, palms face up, relax the shoulders down, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs right to left. Gently lower the legs back down. Hands go underneath the shoulders, open the knees up wide, child's pose, balasana. On your next inhaling breath, just as our pass-through, rise into tabletop, sit onto your left hip and swing the legs around. Knees will stay bent here, coming into our reverse tabletop. Open up your feet hip distance, feet are parallel, toes point forward. Internal rotation with the shoulders, fingertips face towards the heels or to the outer edges of the mat. Lift the hips and the chest. If it feels good, you can let your head hang back heavy. As you remain lifted, right foot comes off the mat, right ankle crosses right on top of the left knee. Flex the right foot, finding your seated pigeon pose variation. Sitting the sitting bones all the way down. If that's a little too intense, scooch your sitting bones away from your heel. If you would like it more intense, heel comes towards the sitting bones. Keeping the right foot flexed, rotate the fingertips to face towards the back of your mat. Tuck your chin into your chest and breathe. On your inhale, come back into your reverse tabletop variation. Internally rotate the fingers, walk the feet so they're hip distance. As you lift the hips and chest, cross your left ankle on top of your right leg. Flex the left foot, then rotate the fingertips to face towards the back of your mat. Tuck your chin into your chest and breathe. You'll notice here in this picture, this is a little bit of my looser side, so I'm able to walk my right heel closer towards my glutes on this side. So just notice what you need on each side of your body, knowing that that's perfectly okay. On your inhale, come back into your reverse tabletop, uncross the legs. Exhale, lower all the way down, humble yogi, hug your knees into your chest, really round the spine here. Giving yourself a big hug. On an inhale, shift the gaze forward. Palms facing up, gently lower one vertebrae at a time down onto your back. Once the head releases down, recline butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees will fall out wide. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just allow yourself to feel that rhythm, that trance as your belly rises and falls underneath your palm. Breathe. Slowly on your inhaling breath, gently work the knees together. Knees hug into your chest. Give yourself a little rock right to left. And on an inhale, work into your legs up a wall pose. You can place your hands underneath your lower back. Here's your option to remain passive, or if you'd like to incorporate a little bit of core work, flex your feet, Hands go behind your head, elbows wide. Be mindful that you're not pulling on your neck. On an exhale, lift the shoulders up off the mat and reach the fingertips towards your feet. Lower it down. Continue to go up and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keeping the shoulders lifted, reach the fingertips up towards the feet and pulse. Use an exhale to pulse for 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Hug both knees into your chest. Right knee stays in, left leg straightens, single leg belly twist. Allow the right knee to go over to the left side. Right fingertips reach up and overhead, relaxing that right shoulder blade onto the mat. On your inhale, nice and slow, gently come back to center. Switch legs. Left knee comes into the chest, right leg releases down onto the mat. Gently work your left leg over to the right, reaching your left hand up and overhead. Left shoulder blade relaxes down as you find that good spinal twist. Maybe shift your gaze over to the left, close your eyes, and breathe. On your next inhale, roll back onto your back, happy baby, grabbing either the outer edges of your feet like handles or grabbing underneath your knees, focusing on that lower back, really relaxing down onto the mat as you relax through your shoulders. You can rock right to left if it feels good. And then slowly release the bind. Hug the knees into your chest and then gently release the legs down, final Shavasana pose. Toes splay out to the sides. You can rest one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly, or just relax the hands next to the sides of your body. Close your eyes and soften in. On your next inhale, find some gentle movement as you wiggle your fingers, your toes, and you rock your head right to left. When you feel ready on an exhale, roll over to a right or left side fetal position for a few more restoring breaths. Inhaling, finding a comfortable seated position. In the middle of your mat, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Scoop all the goodness of your practice, your rhythm, your breath in, hands to heart. Namaste.